So I'm here to pick up my roommate, but I'm not going to pick him up because he's worse than yesterday. Yesterday, his speech was fantastic, and when I brought him in here, he walked all the way to the store. He got dizzy and did have a fall in the store because he didn't sit down and rest in between it. And then I brought him in here because he said that the mold was making him dizzy again. Now, this has happened to anybody who stays in our apartment for 3 years. We've tested every theory. So we'll do that. Oh, do you have your... Yeah, so anyways, David, put that away for a second because I want you to talk about your stay here. We're going to do that afterwards. So I brought him in, and I was going to assign him out to go to another hospital. But they started him on a lot more treatments starting yesterday when they knew I was coming to pick him up. And he doesn't look in any better shape than yesterday. He sounds worse. He sounds awful today. So anyways, David, are you better or worse than you were yesterday?
I'm not that well. Yesterday was great. I wanted to go that day.
So yesterday, first, do I got permission to put you on this recorder?
Oh yes.
So you want to be recorded?
Yes.
Okay, and I give permission too. So tell me about how you felt yesterday when you were talking to me on the phone because you sounded real good.
Great.
Okay, and then I told the hospital I was coming to pick you up today.
Yeah.
And how do you feel today?
In between.
And okay, so that you got worse since yesterday. Now, when I walked you in on your own. Can you show me how you walk now? I know, it's right between your legs. Yeah, just put that to the side. You don't have to actually get up. Just show me how much you actually have been struggling.
I have to get up first.
Okay, that's good enough. No more needed. You have a lot of difficulty walking. You already had difficulty walking, though.
Yeah.
You did. So you had difficulty walking when you came in, but you were able to do it with that cane.
Yeah. But then I use that.
Oh, you're gonna. Okay, so that's great. They got you a walker, so we know they did something good. Because because he has a walker waiting for him for $82, but now he doesn't have to pay for it. So now you don't have to pay for the walker, David. At least they got you that. But they probably aren't going to be leaving, and that's why they did that. Because you're going to use it in the hospital. They're not going to let you leave with it. And even if they do transfer you to another hospital, well, that's the next step. That's why I have to pick up your belongings, because the next step is they're going to transfer you. Yeah, they're going to transfer you really far away from me so I can't visit you anymore.
Oh, bullshit.
No, that's up to them now. So that's what they kind of seem to be leaning against, is transferring you to another hospital. And that's what I want. I want you at another hospital, but I don't want these doctors and telling them what needs to be done or what doesn't need to be done. Because the doctors here at Wentworth Douglas do not want them working with your healthcare proxy. They don't want them working with your primary care. I am your healthcare proxy, and I have seen nothing but problems from these people on the phone.
Oh, why can't they ship me down to Lowell?
They could. I could get you transferred down to Boston. That is an option I could try to work with. Is that what you want? You want me to try to get you transferred to Boston?
Yeah, where my doctor is.
Okay, then you lose all your belongings. Do you understand that?
Why?
Because how are you going to pay your bill to put it all in storage?
Oh.
Yes, that's why I need your bank account unlocked, so then you can go to Boston and stay there for a year if you want. But you have a court order to make payments every week.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I can't make those payments for you as it is right now.
Oh.
So to make those payments for you, the hospital has to listen to your primary care and me and allow me to bring you out when you're doing okay to do so.
Yeah.
But yesterday, I told them I was coming, and you sounded fine, you were doing great, and now you don't look great. You don't sound fine the day that I arrived. So we're going to start checking up on you every day, and that's why they're going to transfer you to another hospital. Well, it's a good thing. But they're also going to inform the other hospital not to listen to me. That's a bad thing.
Why would they do that?
Oh, because they do it every time. They don't want me interfering with his health care.
You're right. That's not right. You're his proxy.
Yeah, I know. I know it's not right.
They're doing the same thing to this guy here.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I think they should just try to help people. That's it. If you're going to another hospital, fine. Get them ready for it, but this isn't ready. I do not think the doctors got you ready to be moved to another hospital by me at all. If I had a truck waiting for you to bring you to another hospital and get all this fixed for you so that you can have your funeral arrangements, your end of life care, all of that, there's no way I could manage it because the doctors have decided that I can't take an IV out. I can't change your medications. We're only bringing you to another emergency room in a day or so. And they made sure that you weren't able to do so. And they say that they gave you your regular medication,
Yeah,
David.
that's what he said, but I've been taking all kinds of meds.
They are different than your regular
Oh,
medicine?
yeah.
Okay, let's get that on the record. So the nurses said they only gave you your regular medication.
Bullshit.
You think they gave you more than that?
Yeah. A lot more.
So tell me what you think about that situation.
I keep asking why the hell I get all this medicine.
And does this medicine make you feel better or worse?
Make me feel dizzy.
Oh, so after you take medicine in this hospital, you're feeling more dizzy?
Yeah.
More dizzy than normal.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about the dizziness from like the mold or regular dizziness.
Like this morning, the nurse came in, the one I like. She says she gave me the medicine, and I started walking, and I was doing good, and she was glad that I was going to be going home. So we come back, and I sit down. I couldn't get back up again. It's like I can't get back up now. And then stuff like that. And I'm saying, why am I even asked that nurse who just came in over here?
Yep.
I just asked her, what am I getting all this medicine for?
So that you're not ready to leave, most likely. But no matter what it is, if it's to help you or not, basically what you're telling me is they gave you medicine, and then shortly afterwards you feel extra dizzy.
Yeah.
So it coincides with your medicine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to make a phone call about that, and I'm going to pass that on, that you are feeling more dizzy after you're administered medication. And I'm going to get a medication list to see what they're giving you, and we're going to try to work from there. But if the list is the same as the medicine at home,
Bullshit.
then that should not be the case.
No, I know the medicine. I know the medicine.
I know, but generics change. The shape and color of your pills at home could change.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Yes.
but the dizziness, taking a pill and then feeling a certain type of way, that is a big problem. I'll tell you, like for an example, I'll tell you a quick story before we head out. When I was a kid, we used to have a thing called the Halloween curse. Every year, I would get sick like clockwork. Every year. Now, I had a mother with Munchausen syndrome. Yes. So, every single Halloween, I would get sick, vomit, turn pale, my muscles would feel weak, I would be in pain, something would happen.
Yeah.
But this is how that went. My mother would tell me I'm not allowed to go out. My father would say, yes, you can go out with other kids. There's an adult present. Every year this would happen. Then my mother would call me over for pills. Say, take these pills. I would take the pills. An hour later, I would get very, very sick. This would happen every Halloween until my mother killed herself with these pills and alcohol and everything.
Yeah.
Now, when I was a child, I had no idea. I thought I was taking my regular medication. But here's how you know that wasn't your regular medication. Because after I took the medication, I got sick like clockwork. About 30 minutes to an hour after taking those medications, I got sick every single time. And then when I took my regular medication, I didn't get sick. So we know that something was up because every Halloween, I would get sick after my medication like clockwork.
She didn't want you going out.
No, she didn't. She used to try to get her way like this. My mother did this for years, but that's a different story. That's a different thing. But anyways, what you can learn from that, David, is if you take your medication and you're feeling symptoms, report it to me, and I'll report it to your doctor that you're having side effects. And I'll get a medication list, pass it to your primary care, and we'll work with it. But if you do have medication, David, I want you to make sure you know what they are and why you take it, okay?
Yeah.
Always ask why you're taking it, what are they?
Yeah.
You can even get a list of what's, or even you can write down the numbers on them. If they give you a pill, write down the shape, round, the color, green.
Yeah.
And then you can write down the numbers on them, and I can check to make sure they're giving you the medication that's on the list. But you just copy the number on the pill. Like if it says I-26, then you write I-26. You can even have the nurses ask you to read the numbers on the pill for you.
Yeah.
You can even, if I was here, when we come, we can even take pictures of what they give you, but they're never going to try anything while we're here. It's always going to be when you're dizzy, and they're going to get you to give permission for these things.
Yeah.
And they don't even need your permission anymore.
Oh.
First, they wanted permission from you to do these things.
Yeah.
Then they took permission themselves by saying you're unable to make your own decisions. And I would agree with them on that. You are unable to make your own decisions.
Yeah.
And that's why I need to be in control of the decisions here, like always.
Yeah.
But I can't, because there is a lock on everything. You have courts, you have a bank account that's messed up, and the only way to fix it is to walk in there with me and we fix it. But we tried that last month and you were too dizzy. The month before that, you came in here and they wouldn't take you. The month before that, I asked for a rep payee for you. They wouldn't give you one. The month before that, or the year before that, I tried to work with New Hampshire Health and Families. They refused to give you services. The year before that, because they just said it was unneeded. Because I'm always there pushing for it.
That's crazy.
David's a registered sex offender, remember that. He didn't do anything.
But still, they shouldn't.
So this is how dizzy David has been for life. When they wanted to, when he got charged with that, he was innocent. He really was. It was just some teenager wanting money. But they offered him a no contest deal and told David that means he's not guilty. They always say that. Oh, this is no contest. It doesn't mean you're guilty. But it really does mean you're guilty. So when
regardless, even though he wasn't.
Yep. So when you sign that, that's why you went to prison. That is why you still have to file, is only because your lawyer screwed with you and you were confused.
And he didn't even do what
he
they
thought
said.
that, you thought that meant not guilty because that's what they told
I always thought it meant either way, but you're...
No, it means guilty. It's a trick. It's a trick to fool guilty people into signing. It saves the courts millions of dollars every year. They even push that when they got video footage.
That is crazy.
Yeah, they always push it. They always push a deal, no matter even if they got the case clear and everything. So anyways, I'm going to keep that.